So Rachel told you a little bit about how Martha makes you feel. I'm going to tell you a little bit about who she was in her incarnation on this planet. She was born on April 19th, 1936 in Michigan City, Indiana, which, and by the way, I got a lot of this information from her daughter, Cheryl. And our hearts go out to Cheryl and the rest of the family today. Cheryl couldn't be here, but I know that she's part of this, and everything we feel, we send back to her. She said that in Michigan City, Indiana, it was a very rural area with lots of farms and blackberries and elderberries. She grew up in a very strict Catholic household, which I didn't know, which tells you a little bit about her journey. Martha, not Cheryl. They raised their own produce, chickens, and various farm animals. That's where I'm sure her love for animals and gardening began. They drank milk and made butter from their own cows. She and her sisters always enjoyed music as well, playing various instruments and singing. Now, Martha ran away from home, and this cracks me up, when she was 16 years old, with the man who was Cheryl's father. He was a mature man of 18, apparently. And they came to California. They lived in California, and Cheryl was born, and they lived in Grover Beach, and she was in this area for a while. And Martha told me that she had a couple of tumultuous relationships, and there was finally a point where she felt like she needed to get away. So she moved to Naples, Florida. And we believe that Naples, Florida is where she basically got introduced to unity. She wasn't in Naples, Florida very long. She was there about a year or so, and then she moved back to California in 1990. I met Martha in the summer of 1991. I had just started going to Unity in San Luis Obispo, and she was a member of the Women's Empowerment Circle that met at that church. And right off the bat, I mean, you could tell there was just something very different about her. And a lot of spiritual people that came to church, but Martha definitely, as Rachel said, walked the walk. She was not shy about telling us about her personal struggles, her financial struggles, but every time she would talk about something that was in her life that was difficult, it was never with bitterness and never with any kind of negative attitude. She always had this sense of positivity and hope. And I never even heard her swear. I think the worst I ever heard her say when she got frustrated was that, the gall darn something or other. We use different words in New York, so that was refreshing by all means. But as Rachel said, when it's in San Luis Obispo, Martha embraced unity she was the head of the Prayer Angels, and she taught the children in Sunday school. And in September of 1992, she and Patty Morales and I decided that we together, because we felt like there was support in numbers, we were going to go get our unity teaching licenses together. And that was a wonderful experience because we went to Unity Village, not sometimes together, sometimes separately, sometimes in pairs. And there was one time I got to room with Martha. In those days, to get your Unity teaching license, you had to go back to Unity Village and stay there for 2 weeks in these bungalows that were made in the 30s, twin-size beds, no TV, just, plenty of time for meditation and prayer. And man, could it be boring. However, rooming with Martha was never boring. And it was a wonderful experience for me to get to spend 2 weeks at a time with her when we got to do that. So we eventually all got our teaching licenses. And Martha was not one of the licensed Unity teachers that would stand up in front of a group and speak. That was not her thing. As a matter of fact, when we started this church in 1999. She was one of the spiritual leaders chosen at that time, but she rarely got up to make announcements or anything. Her work was in the background. She wanted to be in the prayer circle. She wanted to be part of the planning committee, but she did not want to be the face, or because she was so modest about herself and simple, and that was part of her charm. She was an excellent cook, as many of you probably know. One of our friends about 30 years ago was in the hospital fighting cancer, and Martha brought him a lemon pie, and he said, "I'm cured. I don't need to stay here anymore." And she made amazing pot roast, and it was lovely when she would have lunches and stuff like that at her house. When the pandemic started, she was, of course, at advanced stage, and she stopped doing all of that, rightfully so. But she stayed active in her way, and she would give opinions, and she would stay on the Zoom call. Hi, Zoom people. I didn't think I said hello to you guys today. And she, after every service, she was the first one to speak, and I still almost expect her to be the first one to speak when we call for miracles and milestones at the end. And I want to tell you one more thing, and this is, Cheryl wrote this, and I think this is very telling about what Martha had overcome to be that wonderful person that we know her of. By the way, I know she was no saint. She would have been the first one to tell you. But somehow she managed to set aside whatever she was feeling. I know she went through a lot of physical challenges towards the end there, and I think she was definitely ready to go. But she never complained, and she just, she would talk about gratitude and divine order and acceptance, and those were magnificent lessons for us to learn and to watch as she was going through what ultimately became her transition. But this is the thought. When I asked Cheryl, I said, "Is there anything else you would want people to know about your mom?" And she says, "Here are a few thoughts about my mom and unity. I can remember my mom telling me that even as a young child on the farm, the neighbor ladies would tell her that she was different from the other members of her family. Judging by the fact that she left as soon as she possibly could and took the risk of moving all the way across the country, I would say the neighbor ladies were right. I can also remember my father not being particularly kind to her over the years, and later on my stepfather as well. But as time went on, she ventured out on her own and she found unity. I believe this was the first time in her life she felt comfortable and respected her people. The newfound confidence gave her the incentive to help others at the church, as well as various charity organizations and years with hospice. So I guess I would just say thank you for treating her with kindness and giving my mother the respect she always deserved. She always deserved it." Okay, so Martha embraced a lot of what Unity enjoyed, and one of the things she really loved was this song that made its way through Unity San Luis Obispo, and we find out later in other Unities around California, and for all we know, across the country. And the songwriter is our own Richard Inman. So, and you wrote this 40 years ago, maybe? So I'm going to ask Richard to sing "To You, Master" in Martha's honor.
Testing 1, 2. Martha joined my choir back, I don't know how long ago, 4 years ago maybe. And she was an alto. Anyway, she did something unusual that I don't know if it's been done in Unity churches since then, but she instigated a jug band. And they did a jug band service every year. She was a master washboard player and also a very good jug player. So there's a tidbit of knowledge for you. Yes. your song is sung to me every day by you, Master, by you. I touch within and bless the child at play with you, Master, with you. With you I am healed, and I am sealed to you, Master, to you. I speak and know each word that I say comes from you, Master, from you. I know that you are the mold and I am clay for you, Master, for you. With you I am healed and I am sealed to you, Master, to you. I feel the night of my soul falling away through you, Master, through you. I see the light shining, guiding my way to you, Master, to you. With you I am healed, and I am sealed to you, Master, to you, Master, to you, Master, to you.
I can hear Martha's voice right now. Pull it together, kiddo. So one of the other things I know she absolutely loved was a poem written by James Dillett Freeman. He was the poet emeritus of Unity, and it is called I Am There. And we have read this before, and I don't know, some of you might not know that this poem was taken to the moon on Apollo 12 and sits in a plaque on the moon, and is also, I believe, in the Smithsonian Institute because of that. So, do you need me? I am there. You cannot see me, yet I am the light you see by. You cannot hear me, yet I speak through your voice. You cannot feel me, yet I am the power at work in your hands. I am at work, though you do not understand my ways. I am at work, though you do not recognize my works. I am not strange visions. I am not mysteries. Only in absolute stillness, beyond self, can you know me as I am, and then as a feeling and a faith. Yet I am there. Yet I hear. Yet I answer. When you need me, I am there. Even if you deny me, I am there. Even when you feel most alone, I am there. Even in your fears, I am there. Even in your pain, I am there. I am there when you pray and when you don't pray. I am in you and you are in me. Only in your mind can you feel separate from me, for only in your mind are the mists of yours and mine. Yet only with your mind can you know me and express me. Empty your heart of empty fears. When you get yourself out of the way, I am there. You can of yourself do nothing, but I can do all, and I am in all. Though you may not see the good, good is there, for I am there. I am there because I have to be, because I am. Only in me does the world have meaning. Only out of me does the world take form. Only because of me does the world go forward. I am the law on which the movement of the stars and the growth of living cells are founded. I am the love that the law is fulfilling. I am the law that you can live by. I am the love that you can cling to. I am your assurance. I am your peace. I am one with you. I am. Though you fail to find me, I do not fail you. Though your faith in me is unsure, my faith in you never wavers, because I know you, because I love you. Beloved, I am there. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and stand. One of Martha's favorite prayer was the Our Father. We don't typically do this in our services, but I think enough of you know it from your early childhood upbringing that we can say it together. So if you are inclined, if you can't stand up, that's okay. You'll be okay where you are. Together. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. Please remain. We say goodbye to our beloved teacher, our mother, our grandmother, our friend, co-founder of Unity San Luis, or Five Cities, great cook, friend, children, and animals. And we know that knowing Martha and keeping her memory alive means keeping things simple and not being judgmental and being grateful and showing love even in those moments when we would like to do otherwise. And whatever is next on Martha's journey, we send her with love and great appreciation for what she gave to us in this life. We love you, kiddo, and we'll miss you. Brian.